Hey guys, this is Bird from Inside Outline and welcome back to another crafting video. So this video is going to be my first test project for the xTool M1 machine. I was sent this machine by the xTool company just so that I can review the product and share my thoughts and opinions with the world. So that's what this video is all about. I will have another video showing you the unboxing of the machine and just the setup process of the machine. So again, I just want to thank the xTool company for sending me this machine for free. And I just want to show you my first project that I did with the xTool machine. And it is this door hanger. I got this door hanger from Dollar General and it was about $2, and what I did was to just engrave it, laser engrave it. So I will say that what I love about the xTool machine is that it can laser engrave, it can also laser cut, and there's also a blade that you can use to cut as well. And the machine can also score. So this machine can do a lot of the same things that the CRICUT machine can do in regard to just blade cutting, but then there's also the additional ability to engrave like this on wood. You can also engrave on metal, so like metal tumblers, you can do that as well. So I'm going to stop talking and show you how I made this door hanger. So before I jump in, I want you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. So the first thing that I want to do is to add a rectangle. So I'm going to go over to my left panel and click on shapes and find a square and click on that square. I have to click that arrow first. Click on that square or that rectangle, and then I want to click that lock button to unlock it. Type in 3.5 and then 5.5, and I'm going to insert a video of me measuring my door hanger, and that's how I was able to get the measurements for that door hanger. And so then I am going to go back over to the Creative Space software and I'm going to add text. So I clicked on the text button and now I am typing up what I want on my door hanger. I'm typing come on in, and I need to pull down one of those little circles around the door hanger or the text to pull it down so you can see all of it. And then I'm going to click on engrave because I want this project to be engraved onto my door hanger. I'm just going to size it so that it can fit the width of the door hanger. Going to decrease that size just a little bit. And what I ended up doing was to try to change up the space, and you can see what that looks like. So I just decided to make duplicates of this text so that I can separate the text into 3 separate text boxes. So I'm going to delete that text that I do not need anymore and kind of size it to how I want it. And there I forgot to lock the text box, so that's what I did, and I just resized it up a little bit. So I'm going to make another duplicate, click that lock button, and then delete out the words that I do not need anymore. And then just make that text bigger in that box. And here you see me locking and doing the last thing to that last text. Gonna try to fit both of those onto one line, as you can see here. Okay, so what I do now is to change up that font. I'm gonna scroll through until I find a font that I like. I'm gonna just click through a couple of the different types of fonts. You see me clicking on some script fonts. I want the text to be bold, or I want the font to be bold, but I also want it to be legible also. So I'm just gonna scroll through here to show you what the different types of fonts look like. Some of these other fonts, especially the script fonts that you see, those are from defont.com. In some of my other CRICUT videos, I showed you how to install these fonts to your computer. And you can also use them in xTool, in the xTool Creative Space software. So I just decided to use the Arial Black font. It's not showing right now, so I'm going to go back in and click on that, or scroll down to find that font again and click on that. There it is. So I'm going to change all of my text to the Arial Black font. I'm going to resize it also to make sure that it fits within the space that I have for my door hanger. Scrolling back down again to find the Arial Black font. There it is. Click on the last text and do that also. Okay. So then what I did was to click the refresh button so that I could get an actual image of my xTool M1 machine, and this is what it looks like on the inside of that machine. What I'm going to do now is to put the door hanger inside of the xTool machine, and then I'm going to click the refresh button again so that that door hanger can show up on my screen. And this is what it looks like. I'm going to reposition it just a little bit so it'll be just a bit straighter. And I'm going to click the refresh button one more time. And you can see it tilted just a little bit. So I'm going to place my text on the door hanger the way that I want it to be engraved onto the door hanger. Now what I'm going to do is just move the text over just a little bit to make sure that you can tell that these are two different words. And then I'm going to go over to shapes, and I'm going to look for an animal. I'm gonna click that arrow and then scroll down until I find an animal that I want to use. I ultimately ended up settling on a bird, the silhouette of a bird. So as you can see, I'm still scrolling until I find that bird that I'm looking for. So there it is. Then I'm going to pull it down and go over to the right and click on engrave because I want that to be engraved also. As you can see, I still have that, where now what I'm doing is to change the power to 40. That's how much power the machine is going to use to engrave my material. And I'm just clicking on all of the different pieces to change that power to 40%. And just reposition that bird just a little bit. Okay, so then I selected all of my text and click group, and I'm going to save this project because I always believe in saving my projects. Save that as door hanger. Back over here, what I'm going to do is to click on that arrow so that it can auto measure the thickness of my material, which is my door hanger. As you can see, it says 0. Or it has a preset, and what I did was to go in and select basswood plywood, and as you can see, that thickness has adjusted. So what I'm going to do now is to tilt that, or take it out, and I forgot that I still had the paper on the back side, so I'm taking my weeder tool and I am just weeding off or tearing off that that paper on the back side of that door hanger. And then I'm going to place it back inside of the machine, close the lid, and go back over to my software and click refresh again. Gonna reposition that text and then click the start button in the bottom right corner. So this is what the design is going to look like. I'm going to click the start button, and then I'm going to show you me clicking the button on the front side of the machine. And now you can see it's processing. It does measure the time that it takes to finish the entire project. So here is a top-down angle of the machine engraving that wood door hanger. In totality, it took about 10 minutes to complete this total project. And I'm also going to show you video footage of me from a different angle. You saw my camera on that previous setting. So now you can see a close-up picture of how the machine is engraving that wood. So yeah, this project was fairly easy, and again, it took about 10 minutes to finish it all. This is me opening up that lid and taking out the door hanger. You can see it looks really good. So I hope that you all enjoyed this video on how to laser engrave with the xTool M1 machine. Again, I want to thank the xTool company for sending me this machine so that I could test it out and review the product. I will have some additional videos coming out in the following days, so be sure to hit that notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I publish those videos. So again, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.